Here we are going to see the question. A question is here. I have taken the previous year UPSC Mains question 2015, and here the question asking. Question is very simple, and that is try to ask. The state of the Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand are reaching the limit of their ecological carrying capacity due to the tourist critically evaluate. Note down this point: critically evaluate. He asking. So here I have try to take the answer. An answer here is the answer in answer here I written. The hilly state of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand are endowed with the beautiful natural landscape. This is introduction, and thus they have the potential to attract tourists from all over the world. Next, I have written mountain have become a magnet for tourism, which is the most rapidly growing industry in the world. Now we come to the in the body part, and in body I try to say that the impact of tourism on the mountain ecosystem and biological resource are of the great concern, both at the local and global scale, because of a high degree of biodiversity, environmental sensitivity of mountain area. And second point I have here written that tourism created a pressure on the local resource, and due to this, they are apprehension that they might be reaching the limit of their ecological carrying capacity. And the the carrying capacity, the carrying capacity here the carrying capacity imply that maximum population size that the ecosystem could sustain indefinitely. For example, here trying to say that, for instance, to handle the growing tourist industry, the Dal Lake in Srinagar has been encroached through haphazard urbanization. Similarly, in similarly in the case of Uttarakhand, which has place of religious significance, attract a lot of follower annually lead to the development of road bridge which has disturbed the ecological balance. Now against the criticism that, but we may not say that these regions as a whole are reaching their ecological carrying capacity, as the tourist activity in these areas are limited to a very small region as compared to their state area. A state of their state area means they're trying to say that in fourth point I trying to say that in Jammu and Kashmir it is confined to Ladakh and Srinagar and Jammu district. In Uttarakhand, it is the mostly confined to the western part, which is full of religious place like Badrinath, Kedarnath, Haridwar, Rishikesh, etc. And in Himachal Pradesh, the tourist area are located mainly in the three districts Kullu, Dharmshala and Simla, whereas rest of the area get less than 5% of the total tourists arriving to there as aggravated. So in this way I have criticized, question you have critically evaluate both side I have given. One side I have given that yes, there is the, because of tourists, there is the carrying capacity of Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir and Uttarakhand are visible, but that is in limited area, not the whole of the state are facing that problem, because in rest of the that limited area and confined area there is the exploitation, and you can say tourist created ecological carrying capacity, limit of the ecological carrying capacity. But beyond that area there is the only 5% of the total tourists arriving and attract and come to you, and so that total area you can also say that is the facing the ecological carrying capacity. In conclusion here, I trying to say that in conclusion here, in conclusion, thus this state require destination specific checks instead of common policy for whole state. The need of our is to promote other area, diversify the tourist industry across the state with the principle of ecotourism. And ecotourism means that is uniting the conservation community and sustainable travel. Uniting the conservation community and sustainable travel. So here I would like to stop this.